Namaste, my dear friends. Today we are in the fourth video exploring the 5 important paradigms of the Yoga Darshana. There are many important paradigms, but we have chosen 5 for the sake of simplicity. And today's principle is the concept of Sarvāṅga-sādhana. This is very relevant in today's time, especially because today, world over, people associate yoga with bodily practices. This is so far away from the truth because in the Yoga Darshana, yoga is presented as a Sarvāṅga-sādhana. That means a holistic practice. Whether we look at some of the practices presented in the first chapter or the practices presented in the second chapter, particularly the concept of the Ashtanga Yoga, it becomes very clear that yoga is a holistic practice that is not just about the body, but it includes our body, our senses, our mind, our emotion, and our spirit. The entire collection of our human existence. When you look at certain practices like yamas and niyamas or the bhavanas presented in the first chapter, it's a lot to do with our emotional dimension. It's a lot to do with our psychological dimension. When you look at practices like asana practice, dietary practices that are presented, mudra practices that are presented, they are part of a physiological dimension. When Patanjali talks about practices like Pranayama, for example, or certain practices like mantras, they affect our energetic dimension. When you look at practices like dharana, dhyanam, samadhi, they are focused on our mental, psychological dimensions again. When you look at pratyahara practices, it is focused on our senses. And of course, all this has to be practiced together, not independently. That's why yoga is a Sarvāṅga-sādhana and not a unidimensional practice. That's why Patanjali makes it very clear in the second chapter, Yoga Anga Anusthana, by practicing all the angas of yoga, not by picking and choosing what we like. Will we achieve success in yoga, but rather by practicing all the limbs of yoga, all the holistic practices of yoga, will we achieve success. So this is a very important principle, my dear friends, and it requires a great deal of respect and reflection, especially in the modern era, where so many people feel and think that yoga is a physical practice. This is so far away from the truth, and if we have to represent yoga either as a student or as a teacher especially, we need to practice yoga as a Sarvāṅga-sādhana, and we need to impart this teaching to others that yoga is a holistic practice rather than just a bodily practice. Please embrace this idea and start practicing yoga as a Sarvāṅga-sādhana. We will all be better representatives of yoga, and more importantly, we will become better human beings. Namaste, my dear friends. Namaste friends, I am Kausthub Desikachar of the Viniyoga tradition, and I'm very glad that you've come this far in the video. If you have come this far, it means you really like and appreciate our videos, and let us know how you feel about it through comments below. Let us also know that you appreciate it by giving us a thumbs up and also clicking the notification icon so that we will be inspired to produce more free and valuable content like this, and we let the community grow. So please, please, please subscribe to us so that the algorithms pick our videos in a much better manner. And thank you for sharing these videos through your social networks so that it reaches as many people as possible. This is the best way we can do to share nice content with our close friends and our students and other people who we care about. And be safe and be happy and be healthy as we are going through very difficult times, but let us remain connected to our heart with hope and Shraddha. Namaste.